everyone, welcome to Midnight Cherry TV for another comic compost heap. It's here. It's dawn. It's a black cherry dawn here on Midnight Cherry TV. Comic compost heap, episode 3. We're on episode 3. Look at that light from the phone. But let's take a look at the comic compost heap as it is right now in the early morning hours. I want you to kind of look upon the compost heap. Listen to the birds chirp. There's the Alterna Comics shirt that I wipe my ass with. There's a... Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. The amazingness of nature. Look at that. That's a comic page that has been completely disintegrated in place. In place, right where it sits. Stealing Solo still kind of surviving. Kind of surprising. We got some leaves, of course. But without further ado, let's get cracking, guys. It is dawn. We're trying, sometimes it's important before work, before you get out and tackle your day, to kind of, tend to your garden, whether that's your internal garden or your external garden or a compost heap, whatever is your garden. You should always spend time with it, guys. So that's why I'm here with a little short comic compost heap. Well, who knows if it's short, guys. We'll see how it goes. But first things first, let's go with, I don't know what to go with first. We'll start off kind of easy, guys. We've got, of course, now if you're a long-time viewer of Comic Compost Heap and Midnight Cherry TV, you of course know that we pissed on Brutus by Nasser Rabadi. We also destroyed a copy of Stardust in an earlier video back in the day, guys. But we have right here one of those various worthless Indiegogo perks, guys. That is a Stardust. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get that in frame. That's the Stardust bookmark, guys. Stardust bookmark, Indiegogo exclusive. Look at how shitty that bookmark is. You can't really get shittier than that in terms of a bookmark, guys. But we'll just kind of bunch that up. Of course, Nasser Rabadi, a large piece of shit, but his bookmark very small, so we can just kind of toss onto the comic compost heap. Let's keep it in the mix, guys. But next thing, we got kind of another Indiegogo perk. That's kind of one of the things we're working with here on Midnight Cherry TV. We destroyed a lot of our Indiegogo comics already, or got rid of them. But we do have a lot of perks left. One of those perks, of course, Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb artwork, guys. Look at that. It's signed by Kung Lee. Battle Maiden. Now that is some pretty cheap paper. But now, guys, I want to kind of take a moment. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb, Kung Lee, Kung Lee's kind of one of the various John Malin bootlickers. So of course, fuck Kung Lee, fuck John Malin. Also, anybody who buys comics purely to look at cartoon titties, you need to get yourself a life. You need to find real tits, guys. You need to find real titties, not fake comic book titties. Get a life. Stop reading comic books. Let's get all comic creators homeless. That includes Kung Lee and Nasser and Antonio Bryce and all these other guys that we have here featured on Comic Compost Heap. But let's go with a full book, guys. A full book. Give you a little bit of 2018, 2019 Comicsgate, Indie Comics history here for you guys. We've got Black Forest by Mike Anger with, of course, Betty Bright-Eye, Mike Anger Comics. We can take that out of the package. But of course, that is a dark fairy tale. Now the issue with this, guys, now Mike Anger was a supporter of Midnight Cherry TV. Of course, turned into an enemy of Midnight Cherry TV. Of course, writing a poem about Midnight Cherry TV, writing a poem, a very dark poem, of course, which became Nathan Kraft artwork. But that's okay, guys. But this is Black Forest, Mike Anger. Now, when I did get multiple copies of this comic, I did probably buy five, 6 copies. Now, there's some Ethan references, some war campaign references. So this is a trash book. I'm pretty sure I got a thank you in here somewhere. But Mike Anger, I feel bad for Mike Anger. He's had a kind of a crazy life, but he did apologize. I do thank him for that. But But all comics must go here, guys. All comics must be added to the comic compost heap. We can kind of just, you know, we'll just throw that out there, guys. But yeah, Black Forest by Mike Anger, Betty Bride and Mike Anger, they were kind of war campaign friends. They were big Ethan supporters, big Cecil supporters, and then shit kind of went awry. But I don't know if he's anywhere around anymore. I know he kind of got away from a lot of the nonsense, which is always good. Always good to get away from comics, guys. Get away from comic books. Of course, don't read them. Save your money. One thing I did spend my money on, of course, was was the Mike Anger comic. Now, one of his perks, though, was this Cecil bookmark. So we have a Cecil bookmark, Cecil Master of Puppets. That is just a blank white back, guys. A little plastic. We can kind of just bend that. Kind of just, it's got a plastic coating. We can kind of actually roll that up. Kind of add a little different technique. See how the compost heap affects. There we go. That's the Cecil bookmark added to the comic compost here on Midnight Cherry TV. Black Cherry Summer. We're episode 3. Another full comic book, guys. A lot of people might not know this book, but it is a Comicscape book. We got Asami, Children of the Rusu, Stephen Hart, Eric Weathers, various Comicsgate people. Now, from what I remember, this guy was a bit of a Ethan, bit of a Comicsgate bootlick, making one of these manga-inspired, Asian-inspired books, guys. But you know, Midnight Cherry TV, we're not a big fan of the Asian comic book culture, manga, hentai, any of that crap is kind of not my bag here on the station. Now it could be your bag, but eventually you will be in the targets of the elimination squads in the future, provided by Midnight Cherry TV. But there's that comic, guys. We just kind of throw that on the comic compost heap. Of course, this is now it is brightening up here, guys. It is kind of getting a little brighter here on this dawn, this Black Cherry dawn here on Midnight Cherry TV. But last things, guys. Last thing, we want to take a look at a couple more perks. Now, this following comic, I did sell most of the comics. It is a trash book. The creator is a piece of shit. Don't support the creator. Hopefully the creator becomes homeless like all these other people, guys, here on Midnight Cherry TV. But that book, of course, is a Lonestar. Lonestar. We've got some perks here. We've got another great find for metal detectors, guys. We've got the Lonestar dog tag. Let's take a closer look, guys. We got the Lonestar Christmas Comicsgate Thanksgiving celebration here. We've got some Jawbreakers, Cyberfrog, Cecil, Brutus. Looks like Umbrella Guy. Even Umbrella Guy got a reference, guys. So, of course, if you ever want to remember how much of a Comicsgate simp and sort of a Comicsgate jagoff that Mike Miller was, there it is, guys. All the Comicsgate, the late Brutus book, Cecil the jagoff, Cyberfrog, Jawbreakers, Money on the Table, Thanksgiving. A bunch of grifters, a bunch of pieces of shit, a bunch of comic creators. Hopefully they all become homeless after this Thanksgiving meal provided by Mike Miller over there at Lonestar Comics. Of course, don't buy those comics. Don't support Mike Miller. Don't support any of these people. World-class bullshitters. Ethan, Nasser, Donald, Antonio Bright. I mean, really comic books in general, guys. I mean, alternate comics. Please don't support comics. Save your money. Spend it on better things, guys. Better things. Find your own garden. Find your own hobby that's not comic book related, such as building a beautiful compost heap, like I am here at Midnight Cherry TV. Here during this Black Cherry Summer, it is dawn. It is starting to kind of get lightened up here and get the day started. Hopefully you see this video pretty soon. You might see it tonight. You might see it in the afternoon. You might be coming in late to this story, but not to the video. As we get this uploaded, you know, when I find time here at the station, guys, It's a busy life here at Midnight Cherry TV. But again, comic Compost Heap, let's take a look at that in all its glory. All the various comics and perks and shirts. And we'll be back again in another day or two with another comic Compost Heap episode 4. But this was episode 3 here on Midnight Cherry TV. Black Cherry Summer, hashtag Black Cherry Summer. And of course, remember to comment, like, subscribe, dislike, unsubscribe, make a hateful comment, whatever you need to do, guys, to enjoy your comic Compost experience here on Midnight Cherry TV. And again, stay safe out there, guys. Don't buy comics.